Good evening. Tonight we're spilling the beans, rather they are, all of the professions that we come in contact with on a daily basis, what they really think about you, and in this case, how they target you by robbing your house.
There's a home break-in every 15 seconds, but what you're about to find out could keep you from becoming one of those statistics. So in a profession not exactly known for telling the truth, Deborah Roberts got a reformed felon to make some true confessions about burglary 101.
Burglars have their own slang. A weekend job, a vacationer. An open window heist, easy money. But whatever they call it, skilled thieves like Chris Patterson rob someone somewhere every 15 seconds.
Easy enough.
But today, Patterson isn't taking valuables.
First thing I'm gonna do is make sure that I got a way to get out of here and make sure nobody is home.
He's giving you a valuable lesson.
People make it so easy for burglars to victimize them.
Convicted 4 times and now on parole, Patterson's trying to clean up his life. So he agreed to strap on a camera, break into this house, and give up all his secrets.
All kinds of good electronics down here. Wow.
So let's be clear. You're not burglarizing houses anymore.
No, absolutely not.
You're not a danger to me or anybody else out there at this moment.
No, absolutely not. The only reason that I even am talking about this is because I don't want it to happen to people. It would be great if other people didn't have to go through what my victims went through.
If those victims only knew.
Sometimes I would drive for 2 or 3 hours.
There were things they could have done to keep the burglars at bay.
It had to be perfect if I was going to risk my freedom.
Turns out a home robber is as choosy as a home buyer.
Anything here look enticing?
To Patterson, some houses just scream, rob me, and others not so much. So his first tip, a security system is worth it, especially if it has cameras. In fact, some can even beam live video of a break-in as it's happening.
2 people in the house. Oh, here comes another one.
So a homeowner can call the cops.
Ma'am, it's okay. Officers are surrounding your house. They're not going to get away with anything.
But get this, Patterson says he still robbed plenty of homes protected by alarm systems. How? Because owners are often too lazy to turn them on.
Half the time it's not even armed if there is one there.
Not even armed? Really? On the flip side, here's something that's always on.
The beware of dog signs, not going near it.
Patterson confesses all you need is a beware of dog sign. You can skip the actual dog.
Automatic no-no.
So if that's what turns him away, what attracts him to your home?
Now see, this one's completely obstructed. There's no way for anybody to see what's in the front.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a great thing for the burglar.
Privacy makes his job oh so much easier.
The same privacy that you think, oh, I love the privacy of having my backyard and not having people look in. I walk through the gate to your backyard and I go, oh, I love the fact that you've got these beautiful shrubs up. Now I can do my job without anybody seeing me.
You may already know burglars look for a full mailbox to make sure no one's home. But you might not have considered Patterson's tip number 2. Don't blab on your Facebook page that you're leaving for vacation.
Huge mistake.
So burglars are actually checking out social media.
It's one of the newest, hottest trends out there. If they already said they're going to be gone, you just have to set a time when you want to go over and pick it up.
As for getting into your home, you may be helping a burglar without even knowing it.
See that small window air conditioner unit there?
Right.
What people don't realize is it doesn't matter whether you screw them in, bolt them in, those things can be pushed in with no effort whatsoever.
Another no-no, leaving home repair equipment, especially ladders, in your yard. You might as well roll out a welcome mat.
This is a perfect house to burglarize.
Put it all together, and finally, this former thief has found his dream home.
When burglars look to rob a home, this is what they're looking for. Lots of fences, lots of obstructions.
Glad he likes it because it belongs to a 2020 staffer who agreed to let us break in. So with cameras rolling, we turn Patterson loose. He walks confidently right up to the front door in broad daylight.
People don't always know their neighbors. They don't know their guests, so they don't know if you're supposed to be there or not. Make sure that no one's home.
Once he's sure the house is empty,
Walk back here like I belong.
he heads to the backyard.
Perfect. The screen was laying on the ground, and you could see that the window was unlocked.
So that was an invitation.
Yeah, they might as well have said, here, you're welcome, have anything you want.
In no time, he's taking that open invitation.
I'm going to make sure all the doors are unlocked in case I need to get out of here quickly.
We put him on the clock.
Are you feeling a time pressure when you're there? Are you trying to get in and get out as quickly as possible?
I wanted to get in and get out as fast as possible, but I also wanted to do a good job.
And this homeowner, like so many of us, he says, makes it a snap.
It doesn't matter race, nationality, income bracket, age. Almost every single person puts things in the exact same place as the next one. Up to the master bedroom. First place I like to check. Common knowledge to all burglars, master bedroom first. That's where the jewelry's at.
That's exactly what a burglar's looking for.
When I opened her top drawer, she had filled it from side to side, front to back with jewelry boxes and bags of jewelry.
Much like I suspected, she's got all of her jewelry in the same place, all together.
They group it together. It's a matter of organization or ease for them. But if it's easy for you, it's easy for me.
So if you cherish your rings and bling, listen to tip number 3. Stash those baubles in a plain old shoebox and hide it in an unlikely spot, like the kids' room.
Because you're not going to go in the kids' room, probably.
No, it's probably not worth my effort. It's the box that gives it away, and it being easily accessible.
It's been about 5 minutes already.
I gotta keep moving.
Next, he searches for prescription drugs in the bathroom. These days, they're worth their weight in gold. Cash and coins anywhere.
People like to leave rainy day cash and stuff in their drawers, so always gotta make sure you check those.
And the mother lode? Video games in the living room and computers and small electronics in the den.
What kind of electronics? What are you looking for?
iPhones, iPods, digital cameras, camcorders. What I want is something that I can move right away because I don't want to hold on to any stolen merchandise.
Want to make sure I get the laptop. I know that I can move quickly.
Which leads to tip number 4. Don't leave the cords and chargers attached to your electronics. Store them separately. Patterson says it's sure to frustrate a thief who may decide to leave it all behind.
A lot of times people don't realize how valuable those things are. Without the cords, you can't sell it.
13 minutes since he broke in, Patterson walks away with a big haul, worth at least a few $1,000s, he says.
Make sure I close the door on the way out.
His preferred getaway? Believe it or not, walking out the front door.
And I'm out of here.
Nobody in the neighborhood is noticing you walking out with either a pillowcase or some kind of a bag out of somebody's house.
No, usually people don't even notice. I've waved at neighbors driving away.
You're breaking into their neighbor's home and they have no idea.
Absolutely.
She may as well have had a bow on it.
If they would have had a bow on it, at least I would have had something to unwrap when I got home.
Here's maybe the most important tip for you because it involves your personal safety. Could anything be more frightening than walking into your house and realizing you've been robbed? Well, yes. Waking up in the middle of the night and realizing the burglar is still there. What's the best strategy? Take a look.
A dark night on the California coast. Jessica Coakley was visiting from out of town, staying with friends.
Very normal evening, all said our good nights.
She falls asleep on the couch, her purse and suitcase on the living room floor beside her. She had no idea she was about to experience the scare of her life.
I woke up and there was a person standing over me.
She couldn't see much, but she realized the man was an intruder wearing a ski mask, holding a baseball bat.
For most people, an initial reaction would be to scream, but my initial reaction was survival.
Her survival technique? Lying back down and faking going back to sleep.
My heart was racing the whole time. I remember actually thinking, I don't look like I'm falling back asleep because I must be breathing so heavily. But he must have believed me.
The burglar grabs her purse but leaves her alone. He eventually runs out the door. Jessica, who works for Disney's corporate global security, wrote about it on the company website.
The reason I was able to have that kind of reaction was because I think about things ahead of time.
Our reformed thief, Chris Patterson, says she was smart. He says burglars are as scared of a confrontation as you are.
What if you get to the house and you think no one's home and you discover somebody is in the house?
For me, I would leave immediately because I don't want them to see my face. I don't want to be identified. If I was the homeowner, I would definitely not try to stop the burglar. Do not risk your own health or your family's safety for some stuff. It's just stuff. You can be replaced, but you can't be.